centipede.
Welcome back to the channel where we test old hardware and see if it can game or not. I'm tired and I'm pissed off that I even have to make this video because I hate these cards now. I'm scarred for life. Today we're going to be testing the ATI FirePRO V5800. Popular with budget gamers, it doesn't need a power connector and is also a single slot GPU and is supported by DX11, so it will run every current title. It runs on the Terascale 2 architecture. Ooh. It uses the 40nm manufacturing process that's used on all the Fermi chips, which are pretty fucking hot. It has 1 gig of RAM, 690 MHz core clock, and 1000 MHz memory clock. It's able to overclock these stably at 770 MHz on the core and then 1300 MHz on the memory. So the FirePRO was created for workstation CAD purposes. It wasn't really made for gaming and hasn't seen a driver update in an extreme long time. So I thought, let's take two, put them in Crossfire, and see how they do. However, when you take two of these and put them in Crossfire, it has got to be the worst experience I've ever had testing any sort of graphics card. Ever. The drivers are old, outdated, and don't work 3/4 of the time. The 128-bit memory interface severely bottlenecks this card in my opinion. So I think I'm being too harsh, but half the time the games will run, but the GPU load will be split 50-50 and both of the GPUs won't be utilized. Maybe in a couple of months when I have one of these left, because I'm going to keep one, I'm going to sell the other two. Maybe we'll take a look at it singular, but I'm scarred for life from this experience I had with this video card. I'm still a super newbie using this camera, so the noise levels and exposure aren't perfect, but that'll be perfected over time. So just expect stuff to get better. Take a look into these benchmarks, see how it performs. We'll talk a little bit at the end of the video.
And all I hear is quest, you got the talent, so tell me why you ain't blow, nigga. Don't even know, nigga. Matter of fact, I know I just hate to admit that I made mistakes in my past I wish I had the chance to erase. Industry be treated like a relay, and every night I replay situations where it could have been on, nigga. Mr. the Prius, still fuck you with my dome, nigga. What's even worse is them 11 G's that gave me to compensate for the loss I blew in less than 7 months, nigga. Imagine coming back to what happened with JD after bragging to everyone like niggas about to pay me 19. Thinking like this the shit that I work for. I cried myself to sleep for 3 days straight, no homo. Fuck it, back to these rhymes, no wasting time. What it could've been, or should've been. Just spent my struggles till I maxed out. I blacked out. 5 tapes dropped in less than a year or two. A buzz I felt will place me amongst the hottest. But nah, nigga. Sit your black ass down. You in the same situation with your black ass now. One of your projects could've got you to shine that you revered, but you dropped it, and like an idiot, just fucking disappeared. I was young and stupid, plus no type of sense of direction, no proper representation, no plan to keep me in method. Shit, and I'm hard-headed. Would think that I would learn, but did it again twice. Like it was nothing of my concern. Struggle rapper, what are you after? Ever since 7, I look to heaven, don't let it happen. My barber gave me free cuts, told me if you ain't rapping, forget it. I'm fucking taxing, no asking. That's why my passion has never been lacking. I'm looking for some answers. When niggas that you started with seem to master the art of it and climb beyond the stances. Reminiscing when Kendrick was prepping on dropping OD. When Cole released the warm-up on my mama, I had cold feet. Fast for a couple years later, you see the time pass. Like what progression have I made? Excuses made to support my jealousy raging when I should be looking inside, but I don't wanna face it, save it. Plus I'm dealing with life shit. Like how the fuck I'm finna pay my life shit? Support a 9 to 5 or full-time just rhyme shit. Choking on this music while it has me in a Heimlich. The same thing that saved me can destroy me with a science. You don't get me though. I'm 22 and in my mama's house. Barely graduated, fuck is college when the drama's out. Fired from my recent job and filed for unemployment. Pay a bill to silence scrutiny and bring about enjoyment. Cause music's only real if you can somehow pay the bills. And I ain't eating worth of shit. But in time I know I will, but you can't tell that to the woman who brought your life in this world. Supporting you while you chase the dream and sex with your girl. In your little brother's room while he's sleeping out on the couch. I feel embarrassed to even let it come from out of my mouth. Damn! Shit is real. And that's just only half of the story. I'll take it back to 07, shit is true. When I was kicked out, spent my last 20 on a cool. In the course of 5 years, I returned to where I left from. Acquired the desire and lost it fast in the rap rum. Don't even fret or piss when I hear these rappers you diss like they got it. And I'm the one that was slept upon and just miss. I dismiss that. Piece of the niggas getting a Kit Kat. No love is showing hate, that's how a bitch act. I swear I'll never get that, but won't even lie, I wish it was me. Half of these niggas take for granted what they see. That's why when niggas get multiple chances to do it right and fail to follow up, it makes me sick to my knees. Struggle rapper, what are you after? This could be beautiful or turn into a great disaster. Truly my calling, I just hope I didn't miss it. If I did, God tell me or just leave a little message. I'm stressing on a certain with certainty lies in faith, and my faith must lie in your labor. Forgive me not for sinning, but inconsistent behavior. Sometimes I get the Holy Ghost like Jesus is my savior. Turn around and doubt the path you lay for me to walk in favor. A human with a dream around me. Music is changing so much I barely notice the climate. Maybe my image needs improvement. Maybe I'm doing too much of my own and need to drop some of this weight on my team for me to get known. I'm my own label, my own publicist, my own composer, my own engineer, a lone soldier. I gotta keep me motivated. Everybody I know has made it. Struggling the most in a circle full of personal favors. You know I spit it from the heart, nigga. It's been like this from the start, nigga. The only thing that I was taught, nigga, honesty, the policy of choice, so know your part, nigga. For real. You joke about it, but I wake up having nightmares. Lack of recognition, 30 plus reciting white tears. I'm tormented by thoughts of never getting my shot of being where I wanna be. Looking at my peers and feeling lower than economy. Pissed off, gazing in the mirror, hardly sleeping, missed opportunities haunting me. Fighting with resentment, my wifey struggle to calm me. Breaking the TV when the Grammy showing I'm not part of it. That's why I gotta hustle. The nightmares feel as real as the dreams. Stand clean with a lot of muscle. Even the thought of becoming worthless is motivation. So fuck you to whoever thought and they soul hating. Struggle rapper, just don't become a struggle rapper. Whatever you after, don't waste your time and become a laughter. The fears turn into a blind motivation, but I still understand it takes time, no patience. Though, this is everything I saw. There's nothing else besides me in these motherfucking flows. All I need is one chance, and I promise I will show everyone who seem to tell me what I already know.
Smoking dope, I'm in La La Land, let the 40 blow like a ceiling fan.
So the Terrascale 2 architecture actually isn't as bad as I made it sound. However, the amount of tweaking I had to do to make these cards run will give you nightmares. I mean, like, this is absolutely horrendous. I after I was done benchmarking, I pulled these things right out. Like, I could not look at these anymore. As I said before, the card itself isn't actually terrible. I'm sure it'll perform way, way, way better by itself. However, we didn't try that because, you know, I was like, okay, well, it can't be that bad, right? It's that bad. Do a favor and do not buy this graphics card to put it in Crossfire. It is the worst idea I've ever had, and I'm scarred for life. So I'm going to sell these and maybe keep one and do a follow-up video later, just with one card to see how it does by itself. But honestly, this experience was so bad, I think I just might sell all three. I'm actually using a new camera this video, and I want your opinion on whether I should move the pink text to the bottom right so it'll focus in more, because the camera will not autofocus by itself. I have to manually focus it. So you should let me know if I should move the fraps counter or whatever around so you can see it better, or if I should move camera angles. You let me know. Give it a like, give me some suggestions, comments, whatever. Let me know in the description. I'm just so worn out from making this video, so hopefully in the next one we'll have a more enthusiastic experience with a different video card. That's all for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.